The Los Angeles Lakers just made a series of trades at the NBA trade deadline this year, and I think most of them were a benefit to the team and actually helped the team get better. There was one that I didn't fully support, but we'll be getting that a little bit later. I want to break down each individual trade and say I think they each individually made this team better, if I in fact think that they did get better from that trade. So the first trade I really want to get into is going to be the first trade they actually made, was when the Los Angeles Lakers, in return for Kendrick Nunn and 3 second-round picks, were able to get Rui Hachimura. Now, although I wasn't as high on this trade as a lot of people were, as people were acting like Rui was going to be some demigod the second he got to the Lakers, I did think that it did make them better, because Kendrick Nunn really wasn't giving them anything. Those 3 seconds didn't matter as long as they have LeBron on the team, because they're trying to win championships every year that they have LeBron on their team. So second-round picks aren't really going to go very far unless you're getting Nikola Jokic in the second round, which I highly doubt they were. If I had to put money on it, I would say those 3 second-round picks won't be the next Nikola Jokic. So, assuming that doesn't happen, I think they did get better with this trade, because Rui is still a very solid role player in this league. They needed a legitimate, power forward type player, and that is exactly what Rui provides. He gives you about 12.6 rebounds. He's always going to be very solid and consistent, and that is what a contending level team at least needs: consistently solid role players, and that is exactly what Rui can provide for this team. And although I don't think he significantly changes the projection of this team by himself, I do think he was a very good step in the right direction and was a very solid first trade to make. And although that first trade was a very good stepping stone, their second trade was by far their biggest, and it was a 3-team trade. And the trade package consisted of the Los Angeles Lakers getting D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Jarrett Vanderbilt, while the Minnesota Timberwolves would go on to get Mike Conley, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and 3 second-round picks. And finally, the Utah Jazz got Russell Westbrook, Juan Toscano Anderson, Damian Jones, and a 2027 first-round pick. And this trade I am a huge fan of for the Los Angeles Lakers, not just because they got D'Angelo Russell, who I do think will fit with this team better, but because they got 2 very good role players in Malik Beasley and Jarrett Vanderbilt. To start off, D'Angelo Russell, obviously the biggest name in this trade. I think he's going to fit with this team much better than Russell Westbrook did, because Westbrook has a huge ego. He's used to being the superstar on the team, and he just simply was never going to be that with the Lakers, and I don't think he was willing to really accept that. But D'Angelo Russell was going to this team knowing he is the third option for sure. Now, yes, he can score anytime he wants to. He is an all-star level scorer at his peak, but he still knows LeBron and AD are the first 2 options. He is simply the third option, and I think from an ego perspective, he is going to fit with this team much, much better. And overall, I think that they got much better of a fit, and probably chemistry is going to be a lot better with this team, with D'Lo in the starting lineup opposed to having Russell Westbrook coming off of your bench. And then I think the most overlooked part of this trade is the fact that they were able to get Jarrett Vanderbilt and Malik Beasley. Malik Beasley is one of the better scorers off of anyone's bench. He can go get a bucket anytime he wants to. He's a very good offensive player. And then Jarrett Vanderbilt has developed into a very solid 3-and-D guy. His 3-point shooting, although still not where it should be, has improved drastically from just last year, and he has looked much, much better, and he is overall just a very good defender as well. And they're both very solid depth guys that any contending level team would love to have, and that is exactly what they were able to get. So I think they got deeper with this team, they got a better fit, while also adding another all-star level player to this roster. So I think overall this team got a whole lot better. And especially with LeBron James being out right now, I think someone like D'Lo playing with Anthony Davis and those other deeper players are going to help make up for that a lot, because LeBron is dealing with a foot injury, and it said it could linger the entire season. And I think having 2 all-star level, well, 1 all-star level player, 1 superstar level player in Anthony Davis, along with an even deeper team due to adding Rui, Malik Beasley and Jarrett Vanderbilt to this team, makes them even deeper, which means they are going to be able to better withstand if LeBron has to miss a significant amount of time in the second half of this season. And then the last trade that they did, and it's probably the one that I am by far the least happy they did, was they traded Patrick Beverley in a 2nd-round pick, while the Los Angeles Lakers only got Mo Bamba in return. Now, look, I'm not saying Mo Bamba is terrible, but he is nothing great, okay? He is just a very average player. He's lost his spot to Wendell Carter Jr. by far with the Orlando Magic. Mo Bamba was coming off their bench. The Magic aren't good, and I just don't really love Mo Bamba's fit here. Yes, he's a rim protecting center. He can grab rebounds. He can spread the floor at times, but he's nothing special. He's going to give you 7 points per game max. He's just not that great, and I would have rather keep someone like Patrick Beverley, because Patrick Beverley is a very good leader type player. We saw it with the Minnesota Timberwolves. He really helped that team. It really made them believe, and I think Patrick Beverley is just one of those enforcers that every contending level team loves loves to have. And I just think they really did not need to make this trade. I don't think it makes them any better. If anything, it makes them worse from a leadership perspective. So I just think this was by far the most dumb trade they made. I think they probably got less depth, at least less quality depth they're going to be able to use in the playoffs, less leadership, less enforcement, things like that. And I just think it was a bad trade. But this is the only one I think was bad. And I don't think it was like awful. I don't think it's going to change if they win the finals or not. I just think someone like Beverley, when it comes to playoff time, is very, very nice to have in those clutch moments if you need a stop. But overall, I do think the Lakers went 2 for 3 on their trades. I think they got deeper. I think they got better fits for their star level players. And overall, I think they are a better team than they were before the trade deadline. And I just think that this team is going to be looking much better than they did before. And I'm not a Lakers fan in any way. If anything, I'm anti-Lakers. I want them to be bad because the Pelicans have their pick. So in no way am I just like dick riding the Lakers. I legitimately think the Lakers got a lot better and are legitimately a playoff team that no one's going to want to see when it does come to that time of the year. But unfortunately, guys, that's more for this video. So comment below, do you agree with me? Do you think that the Lakers are a contender? Do you think they're a playoff level team? Do you think they're a play-in team? On your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like the video, point, hit the like button and subscribe button. I mean the absolute world to me. And I hope you have a blessed day because I had a blessed day. So you need to have a blessed day. All glory to God. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Boo. Blah, blah.